and this is Charm Grammy Crochet. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I want to thank all of my new subscribers for coming back, and all of my old friends for coming back again and again and again. I appreciate you so much. This is a back-to-back video from one that you're going to saw yesterday. This one's going to come out the next day. And I'm just doing a back-to-back because I have everything together to do it today, right now, and then I can put things away and get on with my life. So anyway, I am, I belong to a subscription club from Mary Maxim. I do their quarterly Afghan club, which I'm going to tell you, I'm getting a little disappointed in their club. I was going to hang in for one more month, but I don't think I'm going to, or quarter, because this is August. I would get another one this year still. We're going to be moving sometime around the beginning of the year, or at least traveling a lot, and I was going to cancel the subscription at that time anyway. But I am continuously getting less thrilled with what I'm getting in their bag, in their monthly kit. And I heard Robin from Roaming with Rover one time say that she thinks they're using discontinued yarns, and that might be the case. And I don't know, but my bag this time, and I love the bags that they come in, and I paid $29.99 plus shipping, so it's like $34 for the kit. And I'm going to open and show you the pattern, which is really an awesome pattern. I love the look of the pattern. So this is the pattern that you get, and this kit that I got this time, this is called the Heirloom Lapgan, and it's supposed to be 41 by 53.5 inches. And I hope it's not too crinkly, you're not getting too much of a glare, but it's you know, solid grays. And here's a close-up of like the detail, and like it's really a beautiful, my daughter would love this, my daughter-in-law would love this blanket as well. And then they give you the whole, you know, instructions on how to make it. It says to use a 5mm hook, and this is for worsted weight yarn. They are giving me four skeins of 1,020 yards. And this is nice. This I am unhappy with. This is the yarn. It is unbanded Millens. I'm telling you, it's Millens. They're big. This one is open. Oh, no, must be the other one that's opened. One of them was already, oh yeah. So this whole thing is split up the side. It is soft. It's nice yarn. I don't have a problem with Millens. Like I would buy mystery boxes of Millens, but I don't want to buy a kit and not know what the yarn is. Mostly because if I needed more, I can't buy it because I don't know what it is. Mary Maxim sells yarn from all different companies. It could be their own yarn. It could be Lion Brand. It could be, which at 1,020 yards makes me want to think that it's Lion Brand Pound of Love. But it seems to be thicker than the Lion Brand Pounds of Love that I have, that I'm currently even working with. I don't think it's a Caron because it's softer, not as firm as the Caron. Big ones of Caron cakes, or not cakes, but you know, they're big, like 1 poundish kind of thing. I just don't know what yarn it is. And if I'm going to pay for a kit club, and a subscription club monthly automatically comes to me, very convenient. I want to get, you know, when I ordered Knit Crate, you would know you were getting nice hand-dyed yarn. And I don't feel like that's what I'm getting here. I feel like they're putting together a kit of stuff that they're trying to get rid of. And I know there were other kits that I got, and I kind of agreed with Robin. Yeah, I think I just saw this in their clearance. And I'm like, well, there should be enough yarn for this anyway. And that blanket, probably you probably could like stop it at any height if you see that you're running low on the yarn, unless you can't. I mean, I just don't know because I haven't read the pattern. But the bottom line is, if I don't meet their gauge, it's a blanket and it doesn't have to be a specific size. I can adjust, right? But I don't generally gauge swatch. I would rather buy another skein of yarn. And because gauge swatching doesn't always work for me, since my tension is never ever the same, and things change sizes from the original to what I actually have to work with. So that being said, I want to be able to buy more yarn if I want more yarn. And I was really disappointed when I saw that this isn't even, and they say right in the pattern, unlabeled yarn, 1020. So even though I love the pattern, I love the bag that it comes in, and mind you, it is over 4,000. It is over 4,000 yards of yarn, so there is a lot of yarn in here. I'm just real disappointed that I don't know what yarn it is, that I can't buy more of it if I want to. I find that very disappointing and very disheartening. For being in the kit club, you think you would want to give better. Put a band on it. Let me know what it is. Let me be able to buy more of it if I need to, because not everybody measures, crochets the same. So anyway, this is not the reason that I'm going to quit the club. I was going to quit anyway, because when we're in transition of moving, I didn't want to have to deal with it. I don't even know where we're moving to, or specifically when. But I was going to go for one more, but I think I'm not. I just think I'm not going to. I really and truly, honestly, haven't made anything from any of the kits that they've given me. I did use one as a giveaway for an auction I donated, and that was my favorite one too. I haven't gotten another one that I liked that much, so that's kind of sad, but sad for me. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just do this in a giveaway too, and just give it to somebody else. I do like the blanket. The yarn is soft and nice. But if I'm not satisfied with it, why would I give it to you? You know what I mean? I kind of feel like I'm going to come out here and say I'm not real happy with this, but do you want it? It's like when you eat something you don't like and you want everybody else to taste it. Here, taste this. It's terrible. No, I don't want to taste it. If you think it's terrible, I'm not eating it. And so that's kind of what I feel like. It's not terrible. It's just disappointing to me. That's what it is. It's just, I'm disappointed, and for $35, I want to know what the yarn is. And like I said, for $35, if you're looking at those big, pound size, they're selling for $12, $13 regular price. So if you're looking at that, did I get my money's worth out of the yarn and a pattern? Probably, if it was not what I'm thinking as Millens, because who pays full price for Millens? Nobody does. So then I feel like I'm not getting, I feel like when you buy the kit, you should be getting a bigger value than what in yarn than what the kit is worth, because I'm committing to every month or every couple months or whatever it is, you're going to send me this, and I'm going to, make something wonderful out of it. But I feel like I don't want Millens to come in that kit. I don't want unlabeled yarn to come in that kit. I don't want discontinued yarn to come in that kit. I think it should be like, this is the newest, coolest stuff, and you're going to want to buy more of that, versus this is what we don't use anymore, and this is how we're getting rid of it. And without clearing it out, I'm going to get a better price for this than if I was clearing it out, and I can get rid of a lot of yarn this way. And that's kind of like what I feel like I am getting when they're putting clearance yarn and unlabeled yarn in their kits. And I really, maybe it's, I have the wrong attitude about it and say, okay, so you got $48 worth of labeled yarn for $30, 35 with shipping. But I would think if I was putting out a kit, I would want it to be the new stuff so that I say, oh, I love this yarn that I got in this kit and I want to make more of these blankets and I want to work with this yarn more of a, like on an advertising thing, here, this is the newest, coolest yarn. You want this and you want more of it. And we're going to give it to you at a little bit of a discount because you're going to get the next new really cool kit to get the next new really cool yarn. And so I think Mary Maxim has taken like the opposite side for what I feel like I want to do with my subscription club. That's what I loved about Knit Crate. You never knew what you were going to get, but you knew it was going to be awesome. And then after I collected them for 2 years, I'd get alert. I developed a wool allergy, and so most of that yarn I gave away. But it was really cool yarn, and it was yarn that I, oh man, I'm going to find the perfect project for this, or I got to get better at my skills to be able to use this. Some of it I did save, and it's that kind of yarn that Lynanne and I are talking about doing a collaboration with. We're working out some details yet. I think Anita from YOH Crochet is going to join in with us. Lynanne is from Nina's Knots Crochet, where we have this really cool yarn. Let me just grab a yarn. I have this really cool yarn, and I'm going to say, Lynanne, Anita, I have this yarn. I don't know what to do with it. I've been hoarding it. I've been waiting for the perfect project. I have one skein and it's this weight and it's this many yards. Or I have 10 skeins and it's this weight and that's total of this many yards. Find me the perfect project. Because Lynanne and I were talking about all this yarn that we have, that as I started boxing up my yarn room, I'm like, oh, I love this yarn. It's so pretty. I just never know what to do with it. Oh, I love this yarn. It's so pretty. I just never knew what to do with it. I've been waiting and waiting. And as I'm looking through my yarn room and saying, oh, yeah, that's that really cool yarn, I always wanted to do something with that. I just don't know. I really want to play with that yarn, but I don't know what to make. And Lynanne says, yeah, I do that same thing. You've got all this just hoarded yarn that you have to make something special with. And then you just end up pulling out your regular old acrylic that you can make anything with, because this isn't special enough. This project isn't special enough. So we're going to use that really special yarn, and we're going to help each other out by saying what should we make. And so we're still working out some details, but I think we want to start doing that in September. And so I'm real excited about that. Then the hard part is going to be, what is my perfect yarn the first time to start with? Because I have some yarn here. And I have some really gorgeous yarn here that I never knew what to do with. More, like just in this room, and this is not my yarn room. This is just the overflow of what didn't fit in my yarn room. I have skinny yarn. I don't use a whole lot because it takes forever to make stuff. And then I have like one skein wonders that are beautiful yarn. And I have that in all kinds of different weights, and textures and fibers. And then I have this like, oh, this is really pretty. And it needs, like, even a lot of really cool yarn that I bought that I thought, oh, my grandkids would love something in this. That it's probably going to end up being Boggy Blankets, because my grandkids, none of them will wear or like. They like the bright colors. They are kids. They do like bright colors. Hell, I like bright colors. But they would never want to wear a sweater made out of, this bright pink, because that would be, they're too shy for that. They don't want to stand out. Now, like me, if I was skinny, I would love to wear bright colors. But they just make me look bigger. I don't need to add any additional fluff, if you know what I mean. So I don't really do anything with them, but they're going to find me the right things to do with some yarn. And I don't know who all is going to be involved, but like I said, we're just working out the details, but we're real excited to do that. And we're going to invite a lot of people to join in, anybody that wants to join in. So anyway, that's what's coming up. And I just went off on that squirrel tangent. Didn't really mean to. But I did want to share with you my Mary Maxim kit. And as I said, I think that'll be the final one that I get. I was, like I said, maybe, one more I think I would get in this quarter. I mean, this year before all the move stuff happens. But I'm just not going to. I don't want to have to worry about it not being here before the end of the year. And we really want to take off at the beginning of the year. Of course, we won't. Let's be honest. We'll pack up Christmas and get our whatevers, but then I still have a whole house to pack up between now and then. And yeah. And I'm having another knee surgery. So who really, I mean, it's not going to be January. We're going to take off in January. We're going to go away at some point for a little bit. But I don't know that we'll be really ready to sell the house. That's okay. We're in no hurry. We got the rest of our lives, right? All right. Well, that is the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Give me the thummies. They're free. And happy hooking. Bye-bye.